Hi.
Hello.
I'm gonna go get some food. But I'm dropping my chat off with you guys while I'm setting up. While I'm getting food and setting up.
Oh, okay. I see how it is. We're babysitting.
Yep, you're babysitting my chat. But if all else fails, I have music playing. So.
Wait, hang on.
Also,
why am I not logging with Discord?
Luke and I figured out how to do a streaming together, so we can combine all of our chats into one, if we wanted to do that.
Okay, that sounds really cool.
It is very cool.
And very useful.
It is. Luke, since you're in my chat, if you want to try to walk them through it, you can do that.
Oh god, do the spell, do the chat, Jesus. 1d6.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go get food. I'll be right back.
Cold.
Okay.
Damage. And
hello, Emily's chat. I don't even have you pulled up. Hang on.
yeah, neither do I. 1d6 in your reach.
Annoying. Okay. I'm currently just finishing setting up reactive so that everybody can see things on my end. Hang on. Let me pull you guys up.
Oh.
Okay.
This is a.
I was not prepared to be entertained.
This will not be upped.
I do apologize.
Don't worry, I'm not entertaining to begin with.
Okay, here's Emily.
Reach 5th level.
There's the chat. Awesome. Okay. And then I need to do that.
Constitution saving throw.
Hence why I say he's boring.
Yep.
I was in
attack range.
Okay. I think I've got the reactive
Saving
stuff
throw.
correctly.
Oh, I need to change my reactive. Thank you for reminding me.
That one. Why is it not showing up as the user's choice? I don't understand.
Okay, cool. I've got you saved. I got frostbite. Let me check to see if it's the right. It shows up what it's supposed to.
Luke, did you make a version of your dude like he's actually talking with his mouth open, like he's actually talking?
No.
Okay. No, it's fine. I was just asking.
Class.
Why is it no? It worked for Emily.
Sorcerer. Allard. Here we go. Got you pulled up. Ow. Proficiencies and training do not show up. Phenomenal. Lock you in. You are staying put up there. Beyond 20. What?
There we go. Okay. And then go back to this. I'm just gonna leave that for you so you can deal with that. Okay, and then
Actually, that makes things
just
so much easier.
Bigger.
You had a gold dragon.
What?
Don't worry about it. Gold dragon. Gold dragon. Gold dragon?
There you go.
Son of a bitch.
Nice.
Swear jar.
Sorry.
Swear jar.
I'm focusing so hard right now. Yes, okay. I got it right. Alright. I just need to figure out what your skill proficiencies were.
Mike's war.
I'm gonna throw something at the wall because I need to get this sorted.
I did the swear jar for them.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I'm pretty sure all of these are in because he was being very basic. Yes.
Oh,
yes. Okay, perfect. Free roll.
Oh
no, I had to add catapult because he added that, but the rest of it is in the D&D free rolls. Perfect.
I mean, I can pick something other than catapult.
That's fine.
Because on Roll20 I had what was it? It was Magic Missile and Burning Hands, I think. So I can go with Burning Hands instead of
That
Catapult.
works. Okay, ability scores.
By the way, Emily, the thing that you were talking about, the OBS sources on the reactive images, they're showing up now.
Yay!
So that worked.
Nice.
I don't know why last week they weren't showing up. That was so
I don't
weird.
know.
So now I gotta quickly change every... I've gotta change them just quickly. Because I had it set for the group.
Yeah,
and
I set it for that too. There we go.
So now I can set each one individually.
I mean, I like having it set for the group, but you know, you do you.
Okay.
Well, no, I'm using the overlay, so everyone has like their own little windows.
Oh yeah, gotcha.
Oh, where is your
Let me
inventory?
load my
Oh god.
D&D file. There we go. There we go. As
Background.
long as I'm with you, say you love me, say you love me. Say it with me, say you love me. Get
So
you
that
love
part's
me.
done.
And now I have
Here, I'll show you what I'm doing with mine.
unpop everyone.
Oh, do you want me to?
And
Do you want me to share my
normal
screen
size
again
it
for you,
all.
hipster?
No, I here. Let me show you what I'm doing with mine, so that
Okay.
you can kind of see. Right. So the way I've done it is I've used reactive and just kind of replaced everybody's things here. So Emily, if you talk,
Hello.
yeah, there we go. It works, and it has all of our names on there.
Nice.
A little bit scuffed, but
Everyone is using reactive. Join me. Join me.
your names.
Oh,
The
okay.
problem is your names don't quite fit.
Yeah, I had that problem too. You can
So-
change the size. You can. There's a name size up in the top left.
Okay, yeah, I'll probably work on that, but yeah.
I
So that's
like
what
how
I'm getting.
I like how
mine.
Hipster took the background and just like made it her own thing.
Right,
Oh yeah,
Luke.
no, I was showing this to Mike earlier. I just completely made it something different because I did
Yeah.
not, for the life of me, get anything
Ending.
right. So I was like,
Okay.
this is not gonna go well.
Oh, I need
You're
to
gonna
remember
have
turn
to
off
pick
blurs.
between Prestidigitation and Ray of Frost, Luke.
Oh no, I forgot that we're switching back to the 2014.
Yes, so you lose one. One, exactly one. Come on, man.
That's not fair.
I mean, it could be worse.
I call shenanigans. Ugh, fine.
Deal with it.
DM.
Deal with it like the rest of us.
Okay, hold on. Let
I'm
me
gonna just throw on Featherfall for your second spell. Because
Me?
it's like catapult.
No.
Yes.
I said burning hands is fine.
Okay, Burning Hands it is then. Burning Hands.
Hold on, let me go to my spells.
Burning Hands. And then fourth, you get your Acid Splash, Chill Touch, Dancing Lights, Light, Message, Minor Illusion, Prestidigitation. You're gonna keep the Prestidigitation or Ray of Frost?
No, I get 5 cantrips.
Yeah, I know, but it's only showing up as 4 here, so pick one real quick so I can get the other one set up, please.
On my sheet I have
Yes. Prestidigitation or Ray of Frost right now, man.
For
Ray of
what?
Frost.
I don't
Don't worry about it.
understand.
I'm going with it. I'm running out of time. It's fine.
I mean, we can go a little over if needed.
No, I don't want to do that again.
I'd rather not because
That's
I have to
fair.
get up for work.
Oh, that's fair.
Okay, so I'm gonna add
That makes me
inventory.
sad. That means I used the cool sorcerer spell.
Okay,
Okay.
that part's set up.
There's
By the way, if I'm a little out of it, I'm gonna be doing something with my hands on the offside, so I'll be like, wait, what? I will
Again, what are you doing? That is what I am wondering. What are you doing?
I don't know. I don't know what I'll be
She's
doing.
knitting.
I need to buy like the player's handbook on this on Roll20 so I have everything here. I can just add it as needed.
Would probably be smart, but it's all good.
Probably.
Imagine being smart.
What is the attack for the show? Oh, there's the attack.
Hey, I got loops to work. I just need.
What?
Emily, why is your last name so long?
I'm sorry.
What?
I
we
literally
go,
just
okay.
randomized last names until I was like, yeah, this works.
Short
I
bow,
did like a
1d6.
whole I actually added a little bit of world building with Devonshire.
I
did a whole little thing.
I mean, I have a whole story. I just couldn't think of a last name.
Luke, let me guess, Luke. You just went on to the random name generator.
Yeah,
Okay.
Wait, what?
I'm straight
Nothing.
up calling him out for it.
What?
Yeah.
You randomized
What?
your name.
No.
Yeah, like you didn't pick a name. You just went to the random name generator.
No,
didn't you?
I actually picked the name.
Well, yeah, but did you go to use a random name generator though?
No.
No.
I actually picked it.
I'm bad at last
Suspicious.
names, so I just it was
Yes,
only the
I
last
actually
name.
picked
Okay.
the name.
It's getting hot.
Surprisingly, I did.
6 feet in the ground, deep running like a thunder and a lightning.
Okay. Do we need to clear anything from the chat bit there? Or...
Yes, I will be doing that here
Okay.
shortly. Text chat
Oh,
options,
yeah,
clear
yeah,
current
yeah,
chat
yeah.
log.
Oh, I was
Nice and clean.
born in fire. Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Cool. I assume you're all playing music for your chat.
Yeah, I'm gonna be playing music. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I will too.
About it.
Good, because I couldn't find.
Do
the
not
music,
worry about
so-
it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all good.
Okay.
We are professionals.
Oh, we're so
4
professional,
minutes
so professional.
left
Absolutely.
to spare. I'm gonna make sure his character sheet is clear and concise and good. Okay. Hit points look
Oh,
good.
I
Armor
should
class
shrink.
is,
I should shrink stream avatars. Make them smaller. Also,
walking
don't
speed
forget
is
to turn off all
good.
your blurps. The only one I have on is hydrate. That's the only one.
Proficiency bonus. Perfect. Initiative. Perfect. Walking speed.
Oh, I should turn off viewer attack
Perfect.
too.
Hit dice. Hit dice is fine. Okay.
Born in fire. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. The light it up, baby. Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Perfect.
Are you live, hipster? I wasn't sure.
No, I'm just finishing the.
No, you're
like, I
good.
was-
I just wanted to know if we could, if we need to do stream together yet or not.
Oh no, I mean I can go ahead and start my stream. That's not a big deal.
No, whatever works. It's all good.
I mean, I'm not gonna do any crazy intro. Okay, let me start stream, and then I found a copyright-free medieval fantasy public playlist
Nice.
on Spotify, so that's what I'm
That
doing
is-
today.
Perfect.
Would you like me to share it with you guys?
Yes, so I can get in the mood.
I'm just gonna use the Genshin one, so don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
that's
I
fair.
was trying to
I
listen
like
to
it. Well,
the
here's
Genshin ones.
my problem with the Genshin one is a lot of the songs are super short, so.
That is true.
Crap baskets. Crap
Deactivate
baskets,
for
crap
now.
Crap baskets.
Okay.
Crap baskets. Let me get hers open up again.
Alright.
Hipster.
Did mine
so
get
you
messed
have
up?
your- Oh, you don't have anything labeled on there.
What did I mess up?
No, I was gonna do the proficiencies. You know what your proficiencies are, right?
Oh, jeez.
The things you're
Um,
proficient in, you just need to click those up. Just click those on, and it should
Oh,
be fine.
right.
It just,
Okay, give me. Yeah, hang on.
It doesn't show up on your character sheet, which is why I started going crap baskets. So that was.
Cuckoo bananas.
It was.
I want to make sure
it was
you guys have all your
history,
stuff.
Persuasion, and I think perception.
Performance. Perfect. Okay. There aren't going to be perfect when it comes to everything, but it looks like all the numbers are lining up. So,
Awesome.
as long as the numbers line up, when you roll, things should be fine.
And then I think how many? Wait, I can't remember which ones I had the proficiencies on.
Exactly. That's the issue that I had. So I'm gonna run with this. Given your pact, I'm gonna run with what you have on there at the moment.
I think that works. Yeah, I think that's
also,
roughly the right one.
We could do, that's good. And then,
do you think I should do insight or intimidation, like one of those, or?
Insight.
Okay.
I don't know if intimidation, but insight definitely.
Yeah, intimidation would definitely not work for my character.
And there's my, is that my alarm or someone else's alarm? Okay. Well, it's 9 o'clock. Okay.
Yep.
Cool. Give me about 5 minutes, and I will be shortly with you.
It's all good.
It's all good. No rush. You're fine. Hello to my chat. I'm just about to put the thing in Discord. Hang on. All right. Here we are. All right.
With you, summer with me, flowers and fields, little yellow.
Alright, there we go. There's that bit.
Oh, we should do stream together. Hang on. Let me start streaming together. Start shared chat. Invite guests.
Go on. Let's see.
Immortal hipster.
Alrighty. Everyone set up? Everyone ready? Luke, are you ready to go?
I sent you an invite. Hipster.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, I see the invite. Wait, no, did I see the invite? I do see the invite. I see the invite to collaborate.
There
Nice.
we go. Enter full screen.
There we go.
Alright, I'm gonna
and
do...
now our chat should be combined. Yes.
Yeah, it is. That's really awesome. I'm gonna do a pin comment.
Yeah, and I'm gonna... And Luke, Luke's deafened. I think he's starting.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely. Is he getting things set up?
He should be. I don't know.
I am going to hop onto your stream so I can see it.
All good.
Okay.
Perfect. Crazy. There we go. This is site. Pull that up on here. And just mute the tab.
There we go.
Excellent. Verify. Why? Remind me
Oh,
later.
sorry for anyone who's messing with their sound settings because my mic was it was in the wrong spot.
It's okay. I wasn't messing with it yet.
Okay.
Where's Shalom?
I should probably start messing with it.
I messed with it a little bit, but not a lot.
Mic is actually a little loud this time.
Yes, I will do a single tone so you can turn me down to the proper tune. It's not even picking it up.
It's not picking it up at all. Emily, can you tell?
Hang on, let me get my mic in my proper spot. There we go.
That's good. That's fine. Okay. Turn Emily down just a teensy bit. I might turn Luke. No, Luke's at 100. Luke's at normal. I might turn Luke down a little bit because Luke tends to be on. Mike tends to be on the louder side. Okay.
I need to check what my password is for Twitch again. I don't remember what my password for Twitch is.
Okay. I promise you guys one day I will do the face cam thingy for at least just the four of us.
Don't worry about it.
Not today.
Okay, let's see.
Whatever works for you.
Oh, I just heard my own voice. I sound so deep and groggly.
I mean, that's how I sound at the moment, and still coming down from a pretty bad cold.
Yeah.
Fair.
Let's see.
Luke,
Okay,
is he
Matt.
live? He's live.
I didn't get the stream notification, so.
He's live. Apparently his computer is not working though.
Oh, well, we're gonna have to run with it here shortly. Again, maximum of 5, maybe 10 minutes before we actually go full throttle. I don't want to be waiting another half hour for him.
No, I don't blame you.
I warned him earlier. I warned him earlier to get everything nice and set up.
I think his internet is out, actually. Because, like, it's doing the hands on the head thing with the on his stream.
And there it goes.
Yep, there he is.
He crashed. Oh. Mike, this is going to be a thing. It might, like, he is going to just crash at the start every single time.
Yes.
It's okay.
5, 4, 0.
We're getting there. All right.
Slowly but surely, we're reaching.
Luke had everything set up.
Here we go.
Poor
yes,
Luke.
there we go. Now I can see the chat. I wasn't
Luke,
seeing
you're
anything
giving me
when I
time to like
logged
finish
in.
filling in my things.
Power-ups update? Oh, bits and points to act. Okay. Weird. Yeah. No, that's 100 bits. I can't do that. I only have 1 bit. Literally 1 bit.
You don't have to give this, it's okay.
It's all good, Luke. We're waiting for you.
Yes, you have 10 minutes to arrive.
10, 9, 8.
It's the
final countdown.
It's gonna be. It has to be Kazoo.
There we go. Got a slightly different. Yeah, I got a slightly different overlay today, chat. I kind of fixed things up here so that. Oh, there he is.
It's
he's
the
deafened, but he's here.
final brain cell.
That's not what I feel
Okay, why do I have half the screen there? What? What's wrong with half the screen? What?
What does, like, wait, can you remind me what the bonds part of the sheet means?
Things that you are tasked with doing. It is things that bind you. It is something.
So kind of like a
personal goal that must be completed. A personal goal. Yeah, you can use your pact or a personal goal. That's how I always do it. It's like a personal goal.
Okay.
Like the one of the things that it gives. Let me check the background. For like, I had it here.
Whoa, the character sheet has changed.
Yes, it has. I had to, because as I said in the chat earlier, when I tried to do the NPC, because I have several quests set up today, it broke. Like they broke. The NPC stat blocks were breaking, and I couldn't pull them up. So I literally could not, like, for monsters and anything, nothing was working.
Oh,
so
no!
It was asking me, hey, would you like to set up this character? Hey, would you like to set up this character? It was horrible.
Oof, I can imagine.
Terrible. So I had to just get that sorted.
Is Luke live now? Yes.
Yes, he should be. Okay, yes, perfect. It's showing up. And that is perfect. Okay. Please tell me it is still set up over here.
Oh wow, you can even invite your followers. I'm looking through, like...
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Hidden the message for attention in my chat.
Yes, it is still set up over here.
Yeah, Luke, if you can collaborate with the two of us, and then it'll share our chats together, so that pinned message will still show up in yours.
Like, I've been requesting for you to... Okay, hang on. There we go. There we go. Now we're all sharing our chats. Perfect.
There we go. Yeah, there. See?
Excellent. So.
Awesome.
Now we just need to share the calls and we're fine. Testing. Yep, I can see it. I can see it, Luke. You're currently in Emily's chat though.
Yeah. And you're not in the voice. No, you're in the voice chat. You're just not talking. You're muted and deafened. Shame, Luke, for shame.
For shame! Ring the bell of shame! Ring the bell of shame!
Actually, let me see if there's.
You don't have the pinned message? Oh. Huh.
Oh, you don't have the pinned message? Here. Hang on, I can...
There it is. Is there a bell?
Let me unpin.
That's better.
And then I can repin. I'm gonna repin it. There we go.
Okay, let's see. I want that in a expanded window. I want that in the expanded window because you guys seem so eager for it.
Yes.
So I'll be giving that too.
Wait, you canceled your request to join. What was that?
I don't know. I'm still here, but for some reason I canceled my request. I'm confuzzled. I don't know.
Excuse me?
I don't know what that's about.
Me neither.
Oh, well, Luke is definitely joined in now, though, because I can see the little, like, red thingy by him as a streamer. Well, eventually we'll have, like, an official start.
Eventually.
In the meantime, hi, chat. How's it going?
Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you? It's not okay, fine, that is... I will have to roll my own dice. Thankfully, I have a big bag of dice.
I have such intense music playing right now, and it's like, we haven't even started.
Let me see if I can
Let me turn off shuffle.
that token page.
There we go.
Okay, I'm here.
There's the combo.
He's alive!
Kitten woman! Woman! Hello!
Hello, person!
I think that might be my coworker, maybe.
Is that Luke's coworker? Hello.
The one who's been
Hi.
bothering him
Welcome to
about
the
D&D.
Oh, I've got Discord messages. What's this about? Oh, they're just your guys' alerts.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I don't have the pinned message, so I'm just gonna quickly copy and
All
paste
good.
Emily, do you have the pinned message?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, I wonder why it's not showing up for Luke.
I mean, I don't.
Oh, it might
see
be.
it, but-
Actually, it's only pinned the one that I pinned. So, like, maybe you have to pin it each individually.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Probably. By the way, I think Kitten Woman is in my chat, and
Yeah,
it's
she
still
is.
it's still
I can see. I can tell.
it's still in the social screen, so they can't hear you.
Oh,
Oh, that's
Sorry.
rude.
that is
Get him
very
over
rude.
into this screen. Get him over into the normal
Okay,
screen.
Hold on! Ow!
How dare
Go
you, Luke?
away! Go away! I don't care about shared moderation. Go away. Don't give me all these. Don't give me all these Twitch tips and stuff. I don't need them.
I don't need any of this nonsense.
There we go. I now have pinned link.
Good.
Well, not link.
Okay.
Message.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, let me pause my music and switch over to the talking thing, and then they should be able to hear you.
Good.
Clear.
Good.
Clear.
Hello.
Perfect. Okay.
Howdy.
So they can hear us. Okay. Perfect. Alrighty. So.
Oh wait, hold on. Hold on. I'm sorry. 1 second.
Luke, come on. You have a minute. You have literally a minute.
10, 9, 8,
Hold on. Let
7,
me
6,
let me
5, 4,
open
3,
my stream
1.
check. Hold on.
Okay, I'm all set up. I'm good to go. I filled in my
No, that's
character
not
sheet as
green.
best as I could. That was missing, so.
I think I have everything that was needed, I think.
Yeah, I think
There we go.
you'll just
Everyone
need
should hear
to
you.
clear some of the testing that you were doing there.
I will be doing
Mike?
that. Clear log. Perfect. Okay.
Cool, yep.
Everything is clear.
Oh, I am missing
So,
speak to animals. That is...
ooh,
Okay.
speak to animals. That
There we go.
is.
Make sure that works.
I heard that.
But
Yay! It works.
go ahead and write that in if you can. If you can't,
I'm trying to find it.
bring that up. I just searched it up on Google.
Well, I might just be able to add in spells.
No, unfortunately, no. You
No?
have to write it in manually.
Bro.
But given the fact that it's not a thing, I can it's easy enough to just write it in and drop it in. But okay, so since we are all on the same chat and I have it pulled up, we have how many people going on? I'm not sure. So I guess
Oh,
I
let me
don't
move
see
this.
how many.
There we go.
Okay, that's pinned there. I don't know how many people we have, but hi, hello, welcome everyone. From the looks of it, it's six. I would say 5-6 people total.
It's different depending on the person, but yeah.
Yeah, I have it showed over there. So, I am. I'm Mike. I'm the DM. These are my lovely players, and
Hello.
this is
Magic and Mayhem. That's
Magic
what
and
that's
Mayhem.
the name we chose.
So
We are the M&Ms.
the M&Ms. I like it.
Really that is like the main reason why I voted for this name.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
We now need Dorian to draw us as M&Ms.
No.
Please don't. We are indeed the M&Ms though. Welcome.
Those would be the ugliest M&Ms.
Wow.
That would be okay. One of
We could be
the
eating M&Ms.
We
We could be all
could.
around the table eating M&Ms while we're playing.
That would be
That'd
fun.
be fun.
We could.
Anyway, sorry, Mike. You were saying.
So in this case, the
Oh yeah, by the way,
Lastly,
Kitten Woman is my coworker.
Okay.
Say hi to
Good to know.
Kirsten, everybody.
Hi.
I
Hey, girl. Hey.
All right, sorry.
Okay.
Continue, Mike.
Sorry, I had a coughing fit there.
We're all
Thank you
gonna,
to
by the way, we're
allergic
all
to
gonna
you.
make a thing here that we will if we're gonna talk to chat, we're going to like individually we'll mute up.
Yeah, fair enough.
And then but like once we get this started, but we are not like we pinned the message, but if you are once we get started, we will probably not be paying much attention to chat, so just be aware of that. We're not ignoring you, we're just focusing on the game. That is all.
And also, blurps and some of the redeems are off as well.
Oh,
Correct.
shoot, I forgot about that. I knew I was forgetting something.
I said it like 3 times.
I just
Wow.
turned mine off, so you're fine.
While she
sister.
gets that done, I will go over a very quick recap of what happened last session.
Recaperation. Last time on Dragon Ball Z.
Oh my god, please don't.
Last time on Magic and Mayhem,
There you go.
If
on
we
the snow, our 3 lovely players were on a caravan on their way to northern part of the country. When a Tarrasque attacked, they got knocked through the portal. Poor horse. They found
Poor
Amoxicillin,
horse.
the robot metal man, Iron Man, and were
Iron
beginning to
Man.
freeze to death when they headed for the nearest town of Bryn Shander. Once they found it, they found the closest inn. They got changed clothes, they got nice and comfortable, and they turned in for the night. And that is where we left off.
Yes.
Now, I really hope you done getting that sorted, hipster?
What am I sort? Oh yeah, no, I've sorted that. Don't worry.
Perfect.
It's fine. It's fine.
Perfect.
We're good.
So, I will need. I
think I've added most of the.
I will double.
I think I've
check
added
just
most
to
of the
make
speak
sure.
with animals stuff.
Yeah, I literally just copy paste it into.
Yeah.
So, speaking of you, Ella,
Mm-hmm.
I will need you for what you wanted to do last night.
Yes.
I need you to give me a nature roll and DM what you rolled. All right?
Okay.
There's an option to do like a private roll.
Is there? How do I do that?
You click dice on the left, and then you turn on GM roll.
Mhm.
Oh, gotcha.
And I should be
It
able
would be a
to see it.
D20 with what?
With nature, you
4.
add a +4 to it. Yep. So that will show up on mine. Perfect. And I want to
so we didn't
check
see it.
that no one else can see it. Perfect.
Nope.
Nope.
I don't think that
No,
was
we're good.
correct though. That seems a bit.
No, it wasn't. You're just rolling You're rolling 1d20.
Oh. Oh,
And you're
it
adding
rolled
to
4
not
on accident.
4d20. Yeah, not 4d20.
It didn't-
Just
it-
1d20.
I
It'll
wasn't
be okay.
able to do like add extra stuff to it for some reason.
No, just roll a d20 and we'll add 4 to it.
Okay.
In the meantime, it has oh, ho, ho, ho.
No.
In the meantime,
Oh no.
What?
so,
I
Don't
think
worry.
that might be a bad. might be
so
a bad-
Probably.
This is not good.
this
Oh,
morning,
although technically
Um,
I did roll like in the original thing. I rolled something
so
else.
we're focusing on Ella at the moment. Ella, what you were trying to do, it went really badly.
Oh
The
no. Oh no.
What
In
was she
your
trying to
attempt.
do?
In your attempt with that pot, you got tired while you were in the middle of pouring the water.
Honestly
Ended up
accurate.
pouring the entire small little bucket of water that you had into the pot,
Oh no.
and the soil went from being dry and crumbly to just straight mud. It
Oh
is
no.
unsalvageable. It is just.
I
you
do
now
have
a
the
pot
shape
of
water
mud.
spell. I do have
You
that.
do have shape water, but as you were now sitting there at the pot that you fell asleep at, hands sort of stuck and muddy and all that,
Oh,
you hear very
Oh.
sharp rapping at your door, and
Uh-oh.
Amoxicillin is asking, Ella, are you awake? It is morning time. The
I
others
am
seem to be
now.
up. We are going to go shopping here shortly.
Alright, I'll be out in a few minutes.
Excellent. So,
She went from
Ow,
a green
my-
thumb to a black thumb.
yeah.
Literally. Oh no.
Probably
Luke.
a little bit brown.
Yeah, more brown thumb.
You were the next to have your door knocked on. You and I had already discussed what had happened
Mhm.
during the night.
Yep.
And he greets you much the same way, that
Mhm.
we're awake and
we
that
have
we're
a
going to go
little
shopping
conversation.
shortly.
Yep.
Yeah. And when you two get up and come downstairs, Aria and Amoxicillin are already downstairs, and it seems that they've been sitting there at least for a good little while.
They're
Drinking
much
tea and
more
talking.
morning people.
Significantly morning people. The old lady and the robot man that doesn't sleep are
Yep.
the morning people in this thing.
The old lady and the robot.
I mean,
Yeah.
actually,
Oh,
as you
wait,
get
wait,
older,
what?
you do sleep less. That is like a proven fact.
Oh,
Just
really?
saying. So, yeah.
I'm shocked at that.
Anyway,
I'm already lost. What just happened?
so a Mox came and got you and Ella.
Yeah. He knocked on
And-
both of
Oh.
your doors to
Wait,
greet
I
you,
thought that
wake
was.
you up.
I thought he was at Lady Aria's door.
No, he was at Ella's door.
Oh,
Knocked on it,
because you
greeted
just said
her.
you, so.
Yeah.
No, it knocked on Ella's door, woke her up with her hands deep in the mud.
We don't have to keep bringing it up.
Then he knocked on.
I
yours,
rolled a
Luke.
1, by the way.
And when you
I
both
rolled a
hit-
1.
Yeah,
Oh,
she rolled a
no.
1 on her nature check.
I honestly thought that the plant was just gonna explode.
No, I wasn't gonna do that. I was either gonna be inert or I was gonna come up with something super funny off the top of my head. And I went with mud.
It's a mud mask. That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was having.
Right.
That's what I say when I come downstairs. Like, why are you covered in mud? It's like I was doing a mud mask to help my pores. Don't worry about it.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
I see, Ella. You'll have to tell me about that. I'm
Yeah.
sure that nothing will save my skin, but I'm sure there are plenty of young
Your
ladies with the
skin
cord that
is
would love to
lovely.
hear it.
Your skin is lovely.
And yeah, as I was saying, he came to knock on your door, and when you two, both Ella and I am going to Allard. I'm going to completely and utterly forget your name every single time.
I was about
Ella
to
and
say,
Allard
'cause you've
came
been-
out,
you've been
he would
calling me
find
Luke
Amox
the entire
and
time.
Amox and Aria sitting at the table with cups of tea next to each other. So, it is morning for the most part. It is just like I said, like it was mentioned last session. The day-night cycle here is significantly different. It
Mm.
is not daylight outside, it is dawn, and within the next 5 to 6 hours, it will turn to twilight from
Oh
dawn,
wow.
and then go back to being darkness again.
Goodness.
It is stuck in that perpetual cycle of near darkness. So this is as close to morning as you guys are gonna get, and daylight is burning. If I remember
Okay.
correctly, you all were given at least hand-me-down warm clothing to go shopping with.
Yes.
And there is plenty to go shopping with. You just have to do a little bit exploring.
All right.
Well, Mox, I know you said that you had found some. You told me that you found some shops earlier. Shall we follow your lead?
Absolutely. I did find them wow. I did find some this morning.
Oh,
They
awesome.
were closed, as well as there is a blacksmith over in the shopping area. But yes, if we need weapons, we can hop over there.
I'm good on my weapons for now, but I definitely want some protection from the elements.
Warm
Excellent.
clothes would be wonderful.
Agreed.
So, you all have your plans, you all have your ideas.
Yes.
So let us begin and start heading out.
All right.
So
Which
near
way
the
would we-
center of the town,
Mhm.
and I'm going to drag everyone over. So everyone this is the center of town. In this area is plenty of shopping districts. This is
Mike, what are you
basically
doing
the
with the
town. Basically, it's the shopping district. And it is. You can find a bunch of different little shops here. They aren't the greatest, in terms of like supply, because the 10 towns themselves have been so closed off for so long, but you are still able to find a shop that does have warm clothing for you all, which will
Okay.
make wandering around outside and looking for more shops significantly easier.
Yeah.
After
I say we go
getting
there
those,
first.
so after
Indeed.
getting those clothes, you are all free to decide what you would all like to do. He will point out that a little bit toward the north, there will be a blacksmith shop, if need be.
Hmm.
And I'm gonna change that to red because I can. And it's not writing. Why aren't you writing?
Why doth
There you
you
go.
doth not writeth?
There's a blacksmith to the north. Town hall, from what he could tell, is down over here.
Mm,
And then a few shops dotted around the place here.
okay. What? Ella points out that I do remember they said that like they were talking about the history of the place was might be located at the town hall. I think. But so we could do that first, but we might want to go shopping for anything that might help us with looking around for anything else. I know something.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry. You first.
go on, El. Yeah.
I was saying that another thing I want to do is I want to go back and see if there was anything else from that cart that we might have left since it was so dark earlier. I doubt it,
Yeah, that's
but
it.
you never know.
Well, I don't know if we have time. Do we how much daylight do we have?
I don't know.
I would
don't know-
say, in terms of daylight, before everyone, including you all, will be running around with torches, is about 5 hours or so.
Okay, so we have a bit of time. How far?
Let's
how long is the trek back to where the cart was in the portal?
Cart worlds.
I think it was
would
about
say
15 minutes. I
15,
think.
20 minutes. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just over the hill.
So we could stop by there if we wanted to do that.
It would take about a little over an hour, though.
That
But it
is
might be
true.
worth it just to make sure we didn't miss anything.
Make sure there was no one else out there as well.
I don't know if there was anybody else out there.
I hope not.
I don't think
but
so either.
It was very dark. Even with night vision, it's sometimes hard to see in bad weather like this.
Well, your eyes
But
are
we
better.
should-
Whoa.
We don't want to talk about the. Anyways,
I would like to look around the shops a little bit first, and then maybe head to the town hall. I'm happy to kind of stick together, or we can split up. It's up to you guys.
well, let's all look
No.
at the shops together and then see if,
Yeah, let's do that. That sounds good.
and then we'll see if there's anywhere specific we want to look at.
So, is there anything in particular you guys are looking to buy?
Probably rations is my
Well,
first
what
thought.
shops are there? That's the real question.
That
What
is the real
shops are
question.
there?
There are plenty of odds and ends shops. You can find.
Wow,
A
thanks. It
grocer.
totally helped.
Well,
Give him a break,
I
man.
know what you're looking for, Luke, but without a roll, I'm not going to tell you, hey, look, you found what you were looking for.
Okay, well let me
Badly
roll
go, I don't know
then.
where any of this is.
Well, let me roll then. Let's do perception rolls or whatever. it is.
I would roll. I'm going to have you roll. Just because.
Oh no!
Let's see.
wrecked, Luke.
Let's see.
He's gonna trip and fall over some snow
I'm gonna
drifts.
have you roll investigation because you're looking around and
Investigation.
hunting it down.
Okay. Let's see if I can figure out how to do that with the character sheet here. Let's
And I'm
see.
not gonna like penalize you guys on terms of like rations and all that, or torches. It's not something that like I'm gonna be keeping in mind and keeping an eye on
Oh, okay.
because
Can I
I'm not
do
focusing
a
on this thing.
Can I
Yeah.
do? I'm kind of curious to know if there's sort of like an antiques or a rare items shop around.
Ooh, that is a very good question.
What did you say
let's
I'm
see.
rolling?
Investigation. do not have to make it. Ooh, it's why'd you roll 2d20?
I don't know why it rolled 2.
But you got a 3.
don't know.
That was your first one.
What?
The first one was a 3,
Well,
I think.
It says 14 and 7 for me.
Oh, it says 30
Yeah.
and 16 from my side.
Yeah, that shows as a natural 1 and a 16 for me.
I'm seeing red
I
3.
I think
Yeah.
I see 3 and 16.
Yeah,
that's what we
yeah,
see.
that's you rolled a nat 1.
What?
Both me and
Is a nat
That
1.
There's no way we survive this.
That
We're gonna
3 is a
die.
nat 1.
I
That
don't-
is-
I don't get this.
Yeah, why is it rolling 2? Yeah, it rolls 2 every single time. I do not know why.
that
is
is
it with?
bizarre.
Why is
Are
it
you
rolling
doing it with advantage? Yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna check it with it. No, yeah, see, there it is. It's advantage toggle. Okay, perfect.
Oh, do we need
That
to do something with
explains
that?
it. I'm just gonna swap all of you over to advantage toggle. Okay, you should be able to re-roll that now.
Good job, Mike. Good job.
I know.
Investigation, right?
And, yeah.
Okay.
And
No, I would say good
toggle.
job, Luke.
There
and
we
then
go.
a
That's
one.
There we go.
A 4.
And then it shows here.
Alright.
Whisper toggle.
Yep.
Auto roll damage and crit.
Both me and Luke are
Perfect.
we're definitely not morning people.
Yeah, it's.
Although
it
granted,
is-
mine was
you
last
are
night, so.
Very lost. So let's see. What did you roll? Oh, you rolled a 4. Okay. It's. You're looking for it, but you keep getting turned around in this central area. You keep going down little nooks, alleys, and all that, and then you keep just popping out in the center area here. It is confusing and annoying, and you spend about 20-30 minutes doing that before you have to go find your, find your party member.
Our window.
We're
shop
browsing.
leaders.
Yeah, window shopping. You keep bumping into him as he gets progressively more frustrated with the area.
And I'm just getting more and more
Hi,
like,
I'm
oh my
back
gosh,
here.
this man.
I got lost. I'm back
Clearly.
here.
Clearly.
Very clearly.
Honey, are you sure you don't want to ask someone around here for directions? I know it's not the friendliest place, but still, someone should be willing to help.
I don't know. I'm just gonna stay here with you two. Well, 3. I'll just stay here with you all.
All
I'm
right.
done,
Well,
right?
I'll
So-
I've given up.
EDM about my question.
Okay, so if you're looking for that, I would.
What would you like me to roll?
Yes. Okay. Go
He's
ahead and
actually
roll.
rolling. Actually,
I am
dice.
actually rolling because I don't know what I'm gonna be doing for that.
Wow.
Oh God.
What do you want me?
Fancy.
What would you like? Which one do you want me to roll
But
on?
same thing as he did. Investigation.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to do that, but how do I?
You got it.
Treasures. Okay, that's good. That's.
We're all
fine.
struggling at the moment.
We are all struggling here.
I mean, Hipster got an 11.
Yeah,
That's
she got better than
us.
us.
Enough though.
I'm looking for. Okay, that's. Oh, that's such a lot. That's such a lot of items. Okay.
Oh jeez.
Because it doesn't give me a roll sheet that I can do. So you got
okay.
Just roll and
You
then
found a
count.
couple of extra
Make it up
ones.
as you're going along. It's fine.
I am making up as I go along, and you do find a shop
Mhm.
that will fit that description. The problem is that it's all furniture. It is all furniture. There is no
Oh.
magical items. It is old.
It's magic.
It's manned by a really old dwarf that is. None of you have seen a dwarf whose beard and hair are stark snow white.
Oh my.
He is
Hmm.
old, and he is incredibly proud. If you give him the chance, he will start talking about furniture entirely.
Oh
Oh,
jeez.
jeez.
This man is passionate about the furniture, and it is.
I mean, good for him. Good for him.
Yes.
Whatever
Let's
floats your boat.
let's just go somewhere else.
Has he lived here for a while? Can I like talk to him a little bit about himself?
He has been living for the last 40 years. He's been living in.
Oh wow.
In Bryn Shander specifically.
Back in my day.
Yeah, that is exactly how he sounds. Rock in my day.
Oh,
So, yes, I've been living here for a very, very long time. What?
Ella
do you have
immediately
anything
is partly
specific you
tuning
wanted
him
to
out.
ask? I mean, I could show you this phenomenal mahogany chair. It was designed way back.
Ella is immediately just dragging them out like, I've met people like this from my hometown. We need to go.
Well, it's sir, it's absolutely lovely. But I only ask you. I mean, you've been here so long, and you must have seen this place in its heyday. I'm sure you sold so much of your wonderful products then.
It used to be phenomenal, and then the snow came in, and then people. Oh, the youngsters don't really want to talk about it, but there is You aren't in the lottery, right?
Lottery? What?
What?
The lottery.
We've heard about the lottery. No, we only
No.
arrived last night.
Oh, wow. Well, I would head to the town hall and get registered.
How so?
What
it
is this
is
lottery for?
Very unfortunate things to help keep her, well, the Winter Maiden, the snow. We're keeping the snow away by providing sacrifices to the goddess.
I see.
Yes, it's
what a
thrown by lots. Only
that is
3 pounds to it.
unfortunate, but it is. I suppose it is fair, though. I
Indeed.
imagine that not everyone is happy with this lot.
Yeah.
No. I mean, several people, unsavory types. The sneaky little coin, you know how bureaucracy works. They sneak a little
honey,
coin
I
in.
grew up in that. I know more than I
Those
care to
with a
admit.
little extra coin can have themselves mysteriously off the list.
Oh dear.
I see.
Yes.
I see.
So
How?
they don't have to worry about it. But as of late, several of those people that have been suspected of that have been turning up dead, unfortunately.
Oh my.
It's very, very unusual and very worrying. Although I personally, I've been around for, I want to say, 700 years, about that old.
Holy moly.
I've been around for a very long time. I've seen this place. I was around before it was even established, but I think my time has come. I have a small cousin, over in, where is he again? I think it was Waterdeep is what they're calling it now. He's gonna inherit the shop. It's all living weird, all that fun stuff. I don't want to bore you about it. But,
no, it's
fine.
Good sir.
But
it seems such a shame though that with all this going on, like it's to have to hand over the shop and in such an awful time. I mean, the poor boy.
Yes, it's unfortunate. It's an unfortunate truth, but as far as I can tell, it keeps people sane for the most part. They're terrified. They don't want to go outside during the darkness because, I mean, another body shows up every other night, but they extract at random.
Is there
we don't know who it is.
Is there anything that says, like, why it's happening? Like,
no one can really tell us that. I mean, the first 2 victims were notable, expensive people. It was always suspected because they never showed up, or their kin showed up on the list that they were paying off. But the last few ones
It's a
have been
revenge killing, then.
weird. You know, they seem to strike at random.
Well, thank you so much for the insight, sir. We really appreciate it. We'll get to the town hall straight away. It seems only fair that if everybody else is in, have seen how we're your newest members, we should be the part of this.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, if you travelers are only coming past and hopping from town to town, I would suspect they're not gonna have you do it, but it's always good to check if you're gonna be settling down for the long term.
Of course. And if I do end up settling down in this lovely little place, I will be sure to come to furnish my home only with your wares. You are clearly a master.
Thank you. These beautiful, beautiful pieces do not get enough respect and passion behind them.
I'm sure.
There was that love seat of dormant hire. This love seat. Did you know
walk away.
It's
walk away, man.
Well, I can't purchase your wares today, sir. I can give you a couple of coins for the information. We do have to be off to the town hall before it gets dark, and I wouldn't want to keep you up.
It is just down the street. If you go down the street, make a left, a right, and then another left, you'll be right there.
All right. Thank you.
Big building. You can't miss it.
Thank you.
Absolutely. After a little bit,
coins.
as you guys are leaving the shop, he will adjust, and he has got the tiniest little glasses on the bridge of his nose. He will readjust them and squint through them, and squint at Mox and go, "That is a interesting watch. Can't be. And then he will go behind the counter again. The counter itself is taller than he is. So as he walks around the counter, he just disappears, and then he climbs up on a stool and stands there.
That's adorable.
Do any of us hear that little under his breath comment? Or is it kind of like...
Yeah, it's sort of like a passing comment that's sort of like mixed in with the rest of his little ramblings. But absolutely.
Huh. Wait, whose watch? Like, what?
What?
Watch? What? What do you mean watch?
I thought he said like, what? Like I thought he said watch.
No, it was that interesting bot.
Bot. Okay, I heard watch.
Yes.
Okay.
It could have been the accent doing that, but I never said watch.
Okay, my apologies.
I said botch.
My apologies.
Or botch. Botulism. It's a terrible disease.
I understand.
But, so, you were all heading out of the shop, and he is fiddling with something as you guys head out. And you are back into the cold. You have around by this point, let's go with 3 hours 45 minutes just off the top of my head because I keep forgetting that I don't have to be as stringent adherence to all of this like it's a movie. I control all this. Let's go.
I am God.
Control time.
Well, that was actually much more enlightening than I think other people expected.
I did not expect that.
I had to jump in somewhere.
It pays to talk to the people who have been around a while. You never, especially these old tradesmen, even though as long as you can keep them away from talking about their craft, my goodness, they will talk forever.
Oh gosh, I know.
They see things, they hear things, and those old ones are always wanting to talk. No one talks to us old people enough.
Fair enough.
Well, shall we head to the town hall then? And then perhaps, if we have enough daylight, perhaps we can make it to the cards.
Yeah, perhaps.
Yeah, we can try.
I gotta figure out what accent I'm gonna be doing. Oh god.
Accents.
While
keep these silly accents.
I like
while we're walking to the town hall, can Allard try and keep an eye out and see if there's like a library or like some sort of like a magic shop or something?
Absolutely. I mean, it's a short little walk, but if you want to give me yet another investigation roll, I will allow it.
Maybe try not to fail it this time.
Yeah, Luke. You got this, Luke. I believe in you.
What's it gonna be?
I have to find it. The text is so tiny. Okay, here it is.
You can make it
Investigation,
bigger.
right?
Yeah, investigation.
You can't. How? How do you make it bigger?
I don't know. Grabbing the corner and making it larger.
Just roll it. Okay, we'll figure this out later.
Okay.
I'm gonna have it.
It switched pages. Oh nope, I didn't mean to do that. I think Mike is messing with my page.
Yeah, I was messing with a couple of things to see.
Okay, there we go. I got.
Oh, you got a 20 this time. Good job.
Yay, natural 20.
You actually managed to get a nat 20. Why
Wow,
are
you
your
got a
rules-
nat 20. So,
All right.
I'm
Second
gonna
time's the
refresh
charm.
the page as well, so that I can. So
Sorry, say it
because
again?
it blocked it showed up a white block on one side of my screen, so I restarted the page. I see that you had that nat 20. Congratulations, the first nat 20 of the campaign.
Woo!
A round of applause, please.
Oh no, looking for the library.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go to the library. So now
So
I get to be really funny and have my little comedy chops. So while you were all walking, you slip right into and trip right into a wooden door, and as you grab the door
fall
handle
into
to
a wooden
stay,
door.
yeah, you trip
Oh no.
into a doorway, grab the door handle and swing open, and the smell of musty old moldy books slams you in the face. This is exactly what you were looking for. It is an old library with a really small not dwarf, hold on, let me double check.
Is it my
what
brethren?
his
Is it a gnome?
name is. It might be.
Hello.
I'm here.
Hello.
We can hear you.
Hello.
Hello.
I can hear you. Yeah, we can hear you. Luke.
Okay.
Yeah, we can see
Sorry,
it.
you're gonna have.
She
You're gonna.
is a,
Sorry, you're gonna have to move back a little bit because I've heard nothing of what you said after the musty old books.
Wow. Okay. So after the smell of musty old books slaps you in the face, and there is a half elf that is sitting behind the
Fine.
desk, and she is surprised and a little bit excited to have someone just sort of show up in her library. God, no one reads anymore. Wow.
Thank you, Patty.
You okay?
Yeah,
You steady?
I'm okay.
You good?
I'm
You okay?
I'm okay. I just looked at
Okay.
it. I'm okay.
Yeah, that's cool.
He's just
Absolutely.
naturally clumsy.
So,
Mike, do I need to roll a perception check, or do I kind of already know what's?
Well, all you saw is, since you guys are walking down the street, was you heard a "oh god" and as he slipped into the doorway, and then you just see slightly down the street a few steps behind an empty open doorway.
Should we check on him?
I feel like we probably should.
We'll take a quick detour to go follow Allard to make sure he hasn't
Died.
I can head to
To make sure he
town
hasn't
hall.
died.
Or yeah.
Allard does like a little cartoony peek out of the door. I'm okay.
Okay.
It's
if you're
fine.
happy with the library, we can commit to the town hall while you're in there.
Yeah, well,
That is
if you find anything
agreed.
interesting, let us know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Wait, so are you two gonna? Are
We're
all
gonna
three
keep
of you gonna go to
going.
the town hall?
Or-
okay.
yeah.
well, in this
Okay.
case,
Well, actually, would
you are
the
headed,
automaton
you are in
joined
the
you?
library. Well, he is in the library. I don't know why that showed up like that. That's interesting. There it is. You are.
So we're heading down into the town
Allard.
hall area, right?
Yeah, you're heading
Yeah.
into the town hall. Allard, you are. If I can grab this.
Hey, you're moving, lady, Aria.
There we go. Well, I'm about to grab and move you. You
Okay.
are a little ways down the road, while you guys have come into the little town hall area over here. You are going to be in the library. Yeah.
Yay,
Right here.
but
Library.
That's good enough for a library. Now, I will come back to you in the library here shortly.
okay.
But let me have Bryn Shander pulled up. Swindle. Bryn Shander. Perfect. Okay. Nothing
let's do
about the
this
town
one.
hall.
Sorry.
Wow. Okay. Cool. Nothing about the town. That's
Lovely.
great. That bothers me. That bothers me a lot. Okay.
Just make something up.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Work your D&D raid.
Yeah.
It's a town hall, so I imagine that there's probably some
Like,
sort of
historic.
mayoral figure, or at least somebody at
Yes.
a staff at a desk to kind of
Yes.
greet people as they come in.
Probably
Yeah,
like
so that will work.
historic
Okay,
documents
so
and stuff.
as Ella, Amox, and
Aria.
Aria all walk into the town hall, there is quite a bit of shouting going on inside, at least into the inner office area. The little gnome woman that is manning the desk is looking incredibly uncomfortable at the moment, like incredibly uncomfortable.
Oh dear.
As the shouting right through the wooden door right behind her. What rolled and why?
Eh?
I heard a roll. That was okay.
No, I didn't.
That
No,
was
and
me.
That wasn't me.
Nothing shows up. Perfect. I just want to make sure nothing shows up on your
No,
screen
nothing
too.
showed
Perfect.
up.
It was just
You're
me.
good.
Okay, perfect. I was like paranoid. I clicked on something, then I was like, oh god, no.
The forbidden rolls. The forbidden text.
So, in the shouting is going on, and it's not gonna take very much to hear, because one voice is incredibly loud and incredibly frustrated, whereas the other one is doing its best to placate it. There is a loud bang as the door is kicked open, and a older dwarven lady comes out, and she is pissed. The last one was 3 days ago. 3! And you still haven't found him. I know, it was... we're doing our best to figure it out. I already told you who I thought it was. Why haven't you done anything yet? Well, we don't have any evidence for him. I gave you plenty. I gave you a few things. Why haven't you at least talked to him? The dwarf is talking with the human. The dwarf itself is dressed in armor, but she is older. She is still walking around with a slight limp, and she's entirely pissed. I don't care. The last one he killed was the glass blower.
Whoa.
It was the glass blower that lives just down the street from here. He was found in the snow. Why haven't you done anything yet? Again, no evidence to say that it was him. He was in the area. He was noticed. Look, if you're not gonna do anything, I'm gonna find someone that will. All right? Fine. And the dwarf is stomping her way past you while giving you, all three of you, a look, and Mox is still in a weird, what the fuck kind of look as she walks out the door. I was, ooh, you three and you two and the metal man, you must be the new arrivals that the guard reported last night. I apologize on her behalf. She is incredibly,
Angry, obviously.
angry, yes.
She's quite high-spirited for one so her age, isn't she?
Yes.
Says you.
My goodness, I know. I've dealt with so many like that in my day, and I have
so
completely
this
sympathized.
is
Indeed.
speaker Lady
Mhm.
Diversa,
Oh.
who is
She's
speaking
fabulous.
with you all. Fabulous. She is dressed in very fine clothing. Let me see if I can find.
She is very fabulous. My goodness.
Very fabulous. Yes.
Quite. Yes.
Yes. Fine. Yes.
Indeed. Sorry.
But she is very, very, prim and proper. I understand.
So is that the one who
all
walked out, or is
staying
that the one who's talking to us?
No,
Sorry.
that's the dwarf is the one that walked out. This is
Okay,
the human that is speaking with you.
Okay, gotcha. Sorry.
I am
Continue.
Diversa Shane. I am, for all intents and purposes, the lord of this town. I
Pleasure to meet you.
understand you are new here, correct?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yes, we are just we were planning to just pass through, but it seems that you've got quite the blizzard around you guys. I'm Lady Aria Devonshire.
I'm Ella Babblebranch.
Oh, and this is our wonderful friend Mox.
And that's Allard.
Allard's not here. Remember?
Oh, right.
Yeah, Allard's not here.
I'm
yes.
dumb.
I
have
He is
forgotten.
waiting patiently.
I'm
surprised.
stopping.
You're reading.
I'm surprised he's being so patient and quiet. I am going to be getting to him very
right?
shortly.
I've also just muted my microphone just so I don't interrupt anything.
Yeah,
That's fair, yeah.
That seems accurate. That seems about right.
But also to be fair, I've also just been quietly listening as well.
So
we'll relay all of this to you later in world. Anyway, as you were saying, Devesa.
Right. As the DM, I will be letting you know. So if this is something that my dad had in his campaign, it is super useful. Power word law. Since all the players are at the table, if you want to explain something, what was going on, you just say, "Hey, we're gonna explain this." So explain what you're doing, what happened there, and just say power word law. And it is much faster than going on and say, I told you all of this. This is what you should know. Do not do not metagame and tell otherwise. It is power word law, so it makes things easier on everyone else.
Fair enough.
Okay.
So
can I kind of do something like that now, like power word law, and I just kind of
in this case, he is like in the library, whereas all of you are in there. So you're gonna say you're gonna power word blah to explain to Diversa where you guys are here and what had happened.
Yeah.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, that was what I thought. Yeah, I thought that applied to like NPCs. I thought we were. I didn't realize it meant to Allard.
It applied to both, I think.
That works for me.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to explain to her that we were on what happened to us basically and how we got here.
Okay, perfect.
How doth we arrive?
Yes, that is deeply concerning.
Tell us about
significantly so.
Yes.
That just adds to what's going on. Oh, I have such a headache.
Do you need a hand with anything?
Honestly, there's a few things going on. The blacksmith had a shipment stolen earlier this morning. We have a murderer apparently running around in 3 of 10 towns, and now we have a Tarrasque arm sitting up on the really old hill.
Well, you don't really need to worry about the Tarrasque. I'm sure that I'm sure animals will worry about it.
We will have to go and harvest the meat. It is meat to be eaten if we have any way of cutting through it. Meat is meat. It's easier than going out and hunting. If we can get it preserved, it will work. I will gather them and have a couple guards go out there and do that. Did you leave anything behind that you could think of? I will see if I can get it.
Not that we're aware of.
Okay.
Our cart was quite in shambles, but if there is anything that you can recover, do let us know.
Absolutely. So I will.
Oh, Mox, was there anything of yours that you wanted to recover yourself? I know we had talked about going out there ourselves to go see what we could find.
We did get view your shield and your sword. I don't know if there was anything else.
Mox will look at his hip for the sword, then at his other back, and tap his back for his shield, and then underneath his clothing he will pull out the small little holy symbol and go, "No, I seem to have everything I need right now."
All right,
okay, perfect. Well, yeah, but please do feel free to grab what you can from our cart. I believe all of us have our things.
Excellent.
But if there's any evidence as to like what could have happened, like I doubt there would be, but anything would help. Cause like, why us? Why were we somehow portaled here?
Gods only know.
How long since that old portal worked? Do you know? If you don't mind me asking, my lady.
As far as I can tell, it used to work. I want to say 8 or 9 years ago, and then we started taking shipments because it stopped working. It was used for trading, but
of course.
Yeah.
But you started relying on the harbors, I'm sure, until the current crisis.
We were relying on Targos, the town by the wall. By the Targos is right next to the sea. They were our shipments for the areas. Yeah,
I can imagine it's been a troublesome time then.
Oh, significantly. Gods are very rarely aware of problems that they cause to the economy.
They have
care
such
even less.
They do have such. I feel sometimes that they have no understanding of us little mortals, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Some do, most don't.
It seems that this one doesn't. If only she could be in your shoes now, having to do all the paperwork and the organizing. I'm sure she would feel much differently.
Given what we've had for the last few lots that have been drawn, I'm pretty sure she would freeze the stack of paperwork and ignore it.
Which I'm quite sure you would like to do at the moment.
Oh, significantly. I could use a very stiff drink and...
Well, we can try to help with some of it. Like, I know I want to stop the murders from going on, because that would not be good.
If you want to do that, I would speak with...
I mean, it sounded like we had at least one suspect. I don't know about...
She keeps going on about it. It is, Hillen.
Are you
Hillen is the one that stormed out of here, the dwarf. Old bounty hunter. She keeps claiming that one of the merchants that go from town to town is the one doing it, And all she has is that, one, he doesn't wear clothes in the cold, and two, he was in town at the time. I can't do anything off of that.
Yeah, no, that isn't... I mean, technically, that she would be also probably a suspect with that logic.
Yeah, I know. Which is why I can't do anything, and she is... If you want to talk to her about it, she's usually at the North Look. It's a tavern in town up at the North Gate. She's usually in there during the days.
I see. Alright. And you also said that someone got robbed as well?
Yeah, the dwarves. They have their own little forge up near the just across the it is literally right. She will lean over into her office and point through the window that looks out across the little market area at a small little town thing area. It's that building right over there. It's run by a few dwarves. They filed a complaint today, and we were gonna go and see if we can go get it. Apparently, they were robbed of their shipment on the way over here.
I see.
They have a mine just a little ways away, and they were bringing ingots back.
Okay, well...
Stole the ingots in a time like this. I would think that people be stealing food.
Significantly, yeah. It's, well, as far as I've been told, goblins aren't picky as long as they can sell something. So, yeah, that's... Oh, and we had a researcher that was asking about spirits and all that, but
spirits?
I don't have it written down in front of me. She's somewhere around here. I don't know. She stopped by, greeted us, and I don't know where she is.
If she's a researcher, perhaps she's at the library. We could ask our friend later.
Yeah.
That's probably a good place to start.
Well, we could there are 4 of us. Again, our friend is at the library currently. So we could have, we could, like, split up into at least 2 groups, maybe 3, and we could all try to tackle something.
Yeah, Are you all planning on staying here for the long run, or are you planning on hopping to another town?
We may be exploring some of the other towns as well. But
okay. We don't know how long we'll be here.
Yeah, we weren't planning to be here at all, to be honest.
As a precaution, I will have your names added to the list of possible draws. So if you are in town when it is drawn, then unfortunate. But if you aren't planning on staying long term, we will simply cross your name off the list.
I mean, it seems only fair if we are going to be staying here and living off of your lands.
Yes. So, is there anything else I can help you with?
Yes, actually. We wanted to know a little bit more about the history of the town and why it started like this. Like, what exactly happened here? I guess. I'm not good with words.
Yeah, if you're asking about how the area has been, or...
Do you know much about the history of the town, milady? I know. I hate to take up any much more of your time, but if you could point us in the right direction to somebody who might know, who might be able to answer our question more thoroughly.
Well, I don't know much of the town. We don't have much of it written down. It has simply been 10 towns and the area. It's been very... We just do what we can to survive.
That's
fair.
fair.
Of course. Who's worried about history when there's people to be fed?
Exactly. Especially up here in the north. Even before she arrived, it was still not a daily struggle, but it was preparation for winter, stalking for winter, hunting during winter.
I did notice that we have a bunch of, that it seems like there's some sort of enchanted, like, warmth here.
Yes.
Have you thought about making sort of a greenhouse kind of area?
We have, but the problem is that the enchantments for the heating are old, and we don't have a wizard. At least one that we can pay to make sure that they are enchanted properly.
I see.
I'm pretty sure only 2 of the inns in the area, including the Northlook, are ones that have heating. Everyone else uses fire and firewood.
Well, you do have a druid and a warlock here, and is Allard a wizard? I don't remember. Sorry, out of character. Is Allard a wizard? I can't remember.
Allard is the sorcerer.
Right. Okay.
Well, we do have some magic here ourselves. Perhaps we could look into trying to determine how these spells work.
Yeah, if
we could
you
try
can
to help
figure
with
it
the
out,
food,
and
if we're staying
figure
for a while.
out a way of replicating it, we will pay you handsomely for it.
Okay. What do you think is the most we could help with at the moment? Like, what's the more pressing matter?
At the moment, everyone's terrified of being the next victim.
Makes sense.
Can I do a perception there?
Yeah, absolutely. You can.
When she says that.
Yeah, absolutely. You're rolling perception. Are you rolling perception or insight?
I'm more curious as to why she thinks it's the murder that's the most pressing concern.
Well, in this case, I will need that roll then.
Okay. Perception or insight, do you think?
Well, insight can help you
see someone's true intention. Right?
See someone's true intention. Perception will help figure out what she is doing and her body language and all that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Right.
Can I
from
also
what you can
roll?
tell, she is. Yeah, absolutely. You can definitely absolutely roll.
I might as well. I'm already here. Let me get my thing out. Where to get? Oh.
And a lard roll all the way from the library.
Allard is using his mental powers.
Exactly.
He's using binoculars. Just watching. Sorry, I'm trying to find my thing. Where to go? There it is. Okay, perception. What the heck? What the heck, man? Sorry, I'm trying to look at all the things, and it's completely changed.
Insight's near the top. It's kind of near the middle top, if that's what you're looking for.
Like, I'm looking at my character sheet, and it looks so much different than it was a second ago.
Oh,
so,
that's because I have this opened up. Hold on, let me close this.
Okay.
Core. There we go.
Okay, let me open it again. There we go. All right. What was it? It was
insight.
Insight, right?
Insight.
There you go.
Oh well. Oh.
Oh, did you roll for me?
Ah, it's a 7. Yeah, I rolled for you.
Oh, thank you.
Nice. There you go.
Oh,
so,
wow. Nice.
For Aria, she is profoundly uncomfortable about this sort of thing. It is from your background, you could probably figure out that this is not the greatest thing to show up on her doorstep, and it is concerning. There is something more to it that she is not talking about. For you, Ella, this woman is hiding something. It is, her body language is just cagey beyond belief. She's very, very closed off. She knows something more than she is letting on. And is just uncomfortable. Uncomfortable
Like beyond
is the
uncomfortable.
proper. Yeah, beyond uncomfortable about this subject and the prospect of what it means. The potential behind it. That's a better word for it. The potential of the conversation.
I'm unsure how to take it from here.
Yeah. So she will give you all a wave. You can find me here during the day, and our house is near the east gate. It's northeast from here, near the wall.
I see.
If you need me, such as in an emergency, you can find me there. Otherwise, I have paperwork that needs to get done.
Absolutely.
Oh, of course. We shouldn't be keeping you any longer. Well, look, we'll see what we can do for you around here. At least, at the very least, we could try to look at those spells for you.
Absolutely. Thank you. Again, if you can get that sorted, we will pay you handsomely for what we have.
Do you have any? I'm sorry. I'm sorry to interrupt, but do you have any idea as to who could be behind the murders?
I personally don't.
Can I roll another insight check on that? Or perception, or is it like just fully?
Insight would work.
Okay. Or will my insight just work for it? I don't know.
Oh, it's a new conversation.
It is a new conversation.
Okay,
I guess,
fair enough. Dang it, where did it go? Where did it go? Come back. There we go. Insight, where did it go?
Ooh. Yes, she is. As far as you can tell, she's not lying. That was a very blunt, very quick response of, I just don't know. It could be that she doesn't care enough to know. She doesn't want to know, or
she just
doesn't know.
Okay.
Alrighty, so we will hop over from this little group all the way over
back to
Allard.
We head over to Allard. Wait, sorry, Allard. I'm so sorry.
In this case,
There's
Allard.
one more person in that's been listening to this entire conversation, and it's the little gnome lady who has been at the front desk. Is there any way that we could find? Is there any way that after Duvessa kind of leaves us, that we could say hi, talk to her briefly, or is she just kind of too frightened and like
she
kind
is
of
very
off?
You know the coffee jumbled assistant, the one that is constantly fidgety and shaky and
like an
constantly
intern.
around, nearly overworked, but is
like a
so
secretary?
deep in her work that she doesn't know that she's overworked.
Yeah,
that's the secretary. She is already sorting through paperwork and just kind of gives you all a glance and a nod, and then just kind of goes back to the work.
Okay.
I know one other thing I want to say is, like, when she leaves, when Duvessa leaves us, I'm like, over to Amok and Aria. I'm like, she's hiding something. Something's not right.
Yeah, I was suspecting the same thing myself, but we probably shouldn't be speaking about that so in the open. Why don't we head back to Allard and see if he's found anything out?
Yeah,
and we can see what we can do about these awful murders.
And at the very least, food. Nothing else.
Yeah, I am getting quite hungry myself. Shall we go?
Yeah,
okay.
Might be
so,
smart.
While all of that was happening, Allard, we will cut back and rewind it just a little bit. Back to when you knocked your way in through that door and into her life. Cue
romantic music.
Stuff, wait, pause. Stuff is frozen.
Oh, come on, man.
The last thing, the No. Discord just froze, so like I didn't hear anything after Hipster was saying.
Okay, so
Okay, you're good.
we will rewind it just a bit and go back to where you fell through that door and burst into her life. Cue the sitcom music.
Oh, okay.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Bomb.
So
I'm gonna mute my mic before I like interrupt here.
Yeah, I should do the same.
yeah, so let's see. That's foaming mugs. We want this
tip.
one. Perfect. Oh, yes, that's one. Perfect. So you fall into the library. It is just you. As far as you can tell, when you leaned out the door, they were headed still to the, they were still headed towards the, what's it called?
Town hall.
Town hall. So that is out of, they're gonna do that, whereas you are now looking at a relatively young, half-elf that is sitting behind the desk and looking far more pleased to have someone finally in the shop. Hi! You're good there, right?
Yeah, I'm okay. Yes, I'm okay.
You good? I apologize,
I'm
it's
good.
a little cold. It's been a bit since I got the firewood, and honestly, I don't want this all to burn up. So it's a little cold in here. I apologize. Keep the coat on. Hi, I'm
Hi, kitty.
Danica. Welcome to the library.
Well,
I'm
thank
sorry,
you.
My sibling just said "Yay!" in the background. I don't know if it was picked up by the mic.
No, I didn't. We didn't hear
No,
it.
I didn't hear anything.
Just barely heard her right then.
Hi.
What did Hipster say?
They can't hear you because I have my headphone on, but
Aw,
it's
sad.
great. Yeah, but their family's visiting.
And I have the sitcom music playing right now.
Yeah. So
All right. Well, let's. We both have to meet now.
Yes.
so you
Hi, Solid.
you're new.
Hello.
Most of the people that are here are older and not dressed like you are. Those clothes look new. Are you new to town?
Yeah, so my traveling partners and I arrived here last night. It's a
do
bit of a
love you, dude.
long story. But yeah, I was basically looking around the town to see if there was a library or a shop that, had any like any magic books or something like that. Do you have any here?
We might have 2 or 3. Is there a specific one that you were looking for? A specific kind? A specific, what's it called? School of magic that you were looking at?
Something more, maybe, let me think. Maybe something like holy magic, or something about like the dark arts or something like that.
Dark arts? It's funny. I think we might have some holy scriptures in aisle 4, section B, row 5, if I remember correctly. But they're just scriptures. Nothing too major for it.
I don't think that'll really help me though.
Yeah, no, we don't like. You know how clerics are. They keep the spells in their head and prayer
That's
and all
true,
that.
That's true.
Paladins are no different. They just use a sword.
Well, do you at least have any magic books?
We have, if I remember correctly, we might have 1 or 2 things. It's gonna take me a bit to sort through it. But if you come back tomorrow, I should have something for you. I could throw something a little extra into the mix if you're interested.
Yeah, that works for me. I can come back tomorrow.
Perfect. I did have a little extra in there. A few coins if you're interested. Cool lamp too. Any interest at all? I need help with a little bit of my research. You're new, so you probably haven't seen any yet, but we have
No.
little things called chingwas. I think that's how it's pronounced in common. They're tiny little elemental spirits. They're tiny little spirits that run around and do their own little thing. I've been trying to study them in this town. I'm hoping I can figure out a way of like keeping the cold away using them, but I don't have one here. I haven't been able to get one and hold on to one. I can. And she reaches underneath the counter, and after a bit of fumbling and a thud with a cloud of dust, probably a dropped book, she will pull out a lamp, and with a bit of
kitty. Hello, kitty.
bit of struggling, light it up, and it will alight, and then just sort of dim back down. It is as far as you can tell, a regular lantern. But it is she will point at it and go, well, this is the lantern of tracking. I have it set for elementals. If you can find one of these spirits and bring it to me, I'll give you 25 gold pieces, and you get to keep the lamp.
Oh, I mean, sure. I'll do that. That sounds nice.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea where the elementals usually are?
As far as I can been told, they're around the towns and out in the wild. I don't want to get mauled by a polar bear, so I haven't. But they've been seen around town, and they've been seen in a lot of the other towns in the area.
And
it's the sort of thing of like, if you find you bring it in with the lamp. I'll be happy to pay you guys.
And how exactly would I use the lamp to find it?
Oh, the lamp's easy. It's kind of like you ever use the alarm spell? It lets you know when something's nearby that's coming through the area. The lamp will turn green. The flame itself will turn green when you're near it. If you're near one, it'll turn green. It'll let you know that there's one in the area.
Oh, well, yeah, that seems easy enough.
Cool. Well, in this case, it's a short radius. It's like 20, 30 feet. So, it doesn't like, you'll have to be close to it. But the important thing is it doesn't tell you exactly where it is. It isn't gonna be special where the flames flicker and the real cool stuff like that. No, it'll just turn green. So you have to find it at that point.
And how exactly would I transport it back?
That is up to you entirely. If you want to, like, carry it, you can. If you want to bring it along, that's cool too. But it's up to you. So long as you just bring one to me, that'd be great.
Yeah, okay. I can do that. I'll try and see if I can find it before I come back here tomorrow, but I can't make any promises.
No worries. So long as you, like, bring it back to me eventually, or at least bring back the lamp, I'd be happy, you know?
Yeah, I can do that for you.
Excellent. Please don't die in the cold. That lamp is not cheap, and I don't want to go looking for it.
I'm sure you wouldn't want that.
Thanks.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Is there anything else I can help you with while you're here?
Let's see. Well, sorry, I'm thinking.
Brain.exe is loading.
Yeah, exactly. I have a couple options, but I'm trying to think which one I want to go with.
Pick option A if you wish to say so. Choose your own adventure. Sorry.
Pick option A to flirt. Pick option B to shop.
Honestly, I was expecting him to flirt from the off.
And so did
Wow.
I'm a little disappointed, to be honest.
Me
Just
too.
a bit.
Wait, you were expecting me to flirt with who?
The bookkeeper.
The cute bookkeeper.
Yeah.
How dare you not flirt?
How dare you break our expectations, Luke? How
Granted,
dare you?
wait, guys, he's not a bard. He can't.
He doesn't have the charisma for it.
He doesn't.
The
I
ironic thing
mean-
is that he's a sorcerer and his spellcasting modifier is charisma, so...
Oh, that
I
is
was about
true.
to say, I was about to say I have like 15 charisma.
Hey, how are you?
And these
Hey there,
books
what
look
you doing?
very good around
No.
Okay. Well, while you're looking for the books, do you think you could throw in maybe if you could find like a book maybe about like plants or
Yes, please.
Let's
I
see.
can-
What would...
do that. Yeah, I can do that. Absolutely. I know. I'll find a book about plants for you.
Let's see. What would Lady Aria like?
Oh, that's sweet.
I don't know.
They can't hear me by my chat,
What would
so
she
I'm
like?
just saying.
I don't know.
Hipster from the other side, tell me what Lady Aria would like.
A book on cats. How to get the cat.
I was about to say.
How to get your cat to
Cat.
respect you.
Oh, that's never gonna happen, honey.
Or raising cats for dummies.
That would certainly make Fizzy laugh.
The funny thing is, I actually have my on my lap right now. Kitty cat.
I would be curious on
Like
any
a
books on
history book?
any if they have any history books on the like local history. So that'd be probably what I'd be
Okay.
most interested in.
And
Wow.
do you have any books about the history of this town or this region at all?
I don't think we have anything in this town. It's kind of boring, but maybe of the towns overall.
Okay, that works.
I mean, every town's their own little town. They've got their own little crests and everything, but
Mm-hmm.
we've just sort of they regroup before the cold set in.
Mm.
There's the trading town, and then there's Brynshire, and then there's Hogan's Hall and East Haven and Goodmead. Just a group of towns, but they're
Mhm.
a bit of a distance away from each other. Yeah, I can see if I can find something for that. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, that works. And I think that's all for right now.
Alrighty. Well, I will see if I can get that sorted.
Is there a specific time that you would like for me to return tomorrow?
And preferably sometime during the day, because normally I'm gonna be staying in the North Hook. That's where I've been staying, because I don't have a house here yet. But if you can find me there, that'd be great.
Yeah, that works.
Oh, I'm finding DM notes. I didn't write down a name for the other inn, so I will have to come up with a name for it. Okay.
That
North
inn.
Look, South Look,
Just
they're
call
not-
it
they're
that.
not
the
being
one
very
that
creative.
one that we stayed at. You didn't name it.
Yeah, I didn't name it.
Oh.
It's called
Call-
South Look. There you go.
South Look. Okay, cool, perfect.
North Look,
God,
South
great.
Look. There we go.
North Look and South Look. British rivals to
Now
the
you
end.
just need an east and a west.
Just call it that one. Call it that
Oh,
one.
great.
That inn.
Yeah, no, I'll be in the North Look.
Okay, that works.
Cool. All right. Well, you have a lovely day. Try not to trip through any more doors, at the very least. A couple of I mean, I'm fine with it, but I don't think a few of the other ones would like a blast of cold coming in like that.
Come on, Luke. Use that charisma stat you got.
She will wave at you.
Oh, I don't.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Ta-ta.
All right, bye bye.
This is the DM pushing you to leave the shop already.
Okay.
Get out!
Okay.
Get out! Shoo!
Allard turns around, leaves, closing the door behind him. There you go.
And then
And
trips
then-
immediately
and
after.
then heads toward.
Trips.
Yay! And then heads towards the town hall to meet up with everyone else.
Excellent. So as you start heading towards the town hall, everyone else is coming out of the town hall. So they have finished what they were doing, and they were about to head towards you.
Just run. Me and Allard just run into each other.
Excellent. So now we will recap because we have 20 minutes left. I want to recap everything. I don't know if we're going to be able to get through it all.
Probably not.
But I have
But we'll
you
see.
guys set up with, at the moment, you now all have warm clothing.
Yes.
You have food for the most part. You have food, and you have 4 important things. You have currently someone is stabbing people around in several of the towns, including this one. You have a group of the dwarves at the tavern, the dwarves at the blacksmith. They're having issues when it comes to their shipment being stolen, and there is the what Luke just found out, the spirits. The researcher librarian wants to take a look at the spirits, and finally, the finding some way of replicating those seals for the warmth inside the other places.
Yeah.
Those are the 4 things that you have currently on your list, and what has been given to you to more important by the Morning Lord was the murders going around town. Although she
Yes.
wasn't specific as to why she thought that was more important out of all of them.
Well,
Okay.
I'm guessing how late in the day is it? Because we might, if it's getting
In
if
this
it's starting to get
case,
dark, we might need to head back
It
to our own
has been
lodgings.
quite a bit. You have about 2 hours of daylight left.
Okay. Do we want to try? Well, first, power word blah.
Word law, very useful.
Word law.
So did the lady mention something about a tavern? I'm sorry.
Yes,
Yeah,
the North Look Tavern
North Look Tavern. That's where.
by the North Gate.
So that's
Sorry,
where
sorry,
the old bounty hunter is staying, and it's also where your now we know our researcher is staying.
Makes things
probably-
easier, both on you and
yeah.
the DM. How convenient.
Oh wow! I wonder why. I wonder if it was planned from the
Wow.
start.
God, no, it wasn't planned, and you
Getting
know
the-
it.
I'm guessing the research and the spirits will probably help a lot with the war with replicating the seals. So I think that if we're going to go towards that, that's like a that would be doing that before really taking a look at the seals. And maybe like talking with the researcher about to see if she knows anything about that, but probably should get her what she wants first to show that you're good on your deal there, Allard. We don't want to go back on a deal here.
That would not be a good idea.
Do we have any leads about the murders at all?
We have
we
just,
know
one.
just that they've been happening.
There's one person who has one suspect, but it's very weak evidence, so it's
We have a bounty hunter with incredibly weak evidence, and that's all, and clearly a grudge. We have a town hall. We have a general lady of the towns in the general area who doesn't seem to really care that much. It's more of like she's only putting on the I care about this because everybody else is terrified of it. And of course we've got an angry goddess who seems to have taken over these towns for no reason that we can see.
I mean,
and of course the stolen shipments, which I suppose we could go and ask them about that, but I don't know if we have much time. Looking at the clock.
Yes, that's what I did mention as well.
Well, I was gonna say that we can probably head to the tavern, because I mean, any evidence is better than no evidence.
That is very true.
Yeah. Well,
and on the way I can probably...
Yeah.
And I was gonna say, and on the way I can probably try using the lantern.
That would be fun. I want to see the I want to see the spirits. They sound cute.
And on the way, I have some things to mention as to how we potentially ended up in Icewind Dale.
What? Say one.
So those portals you see, they're linked to. You have to be focused on a particular location, right? Well, you see, my late husband, there's not really any proof, but I'm quite sure he was murdered. And I've been trying not to think about it, but all I know from it's just made testimony and really about the murderer. But I was thinking about this place because I had heard about this place, and well, I'm a little worried that there might be also a changeling involved.
Changeling?
I wanted... Yes, someone who...
changeling? I'm actually
yes.
Lean over and add to the conversation. A changeling?
I almost forgot he was there.
Mox is very quiet and knows to keep his mouth shut most of the time.
Yeah, because the DM's got too many other voices still.
Yeah, voices to do. It's great.
You see, as the way there's so many theories about how he died, and it was eventually ruled an accident, but I do really believe it was a murder. I think it may have been a changeling based on my maid's testimony, and I will admit in my travels I have been potentially trying to follow the roads of this changeling, but you know, I really have so little power myself. I knew I would probably not stand much of a chance, but I heard he might be in Icewind Dale, and while we were on that cart, I was thinking quite a bit about Icewind Dale, and seems that we might have ended up here, and I do apologize. It's this old lady's mind says wanders, and we end up in the territory of a very angry goddess.
So, were you behind the portal then?
Well, the way the I'm afraid I might have been on accident. Just the way the portals work, you have to focus on where you want to go, and I wasn't focusing on where we were supposed to be going. I was thinking about this place and my husband and his death, and I'm so sorry.
I mean,
you're
unfortunate.
So you're the reason why we're in this ice hole?
I'm afraid it is. I'm afraid
As luck would have it, I'm sure we will figure out a way of getting back.
Yes, I will do everything in my power to get us all out of here safely.
I'm sure we'll find our way out. We're capable individuals.
But the more pressing thing, though, is that rumor about the changeling. That's real. They're around here. And we need to be on I was thinking last night as I was kind of thinking about this last night, and I realized this. I realized that we should probably should have some sort of code or something We don't have to come up with it now. Perhaps maybe in a more private area we can kind of discuss what the code will be. But we do need to find a way to
make sure we know it's us.
Yeah, you do know how changelings work. You three, I do hope.
Do I need to roll a knowledge check or anything?
You can at this point. I would say roll a knowledge check.
Okay.
Yeah. In this case, it'd be a history or arcana. You can choose.
It's the same either way for me, so I'll just roll history.
It's the same for me as well. I will roll arcana.
Did not roll?
Oh wow!
Wow!
Good
18.
We both got dirty 20s. We both got dirty 20s.
Finally getting good rolls.
Changelings are known for being. It really depends from changeling to changeling, but it is known that they do not possess their own face. They take the form, voice, and appearance of other people. And they don't really have their own personal face that they rest on. They are a shifter without a base form. They will always take the form of someone else, and quite a few of them use it for not so clean and legal reasons.
To put it lightly.
Not being able to take the face of anyone that you see, their voice, that is very powerful. The one thing that they can't do, however, is replicate powers, spells, and spellcasting abilities, as well as they can't replicate metal, non-organic things. They can only replicate organic things. So if they
so
were
you don't have to worry about amoxicillin then.
Yes, you don't have to worry about a mox.
Do they here's a question. Do they speak to can they speak to anything other than common or anything
that depends on the per changeling.
Okay.
So in this case, if you can speak, let's say, Dwarvish and Gnomish, if a changeling was to take your form and they only spoke common, they can only speak common. They can't speak Gnomish or Dwarvish.
So if they were to take, for instance, I know Sylvan and Common. So if they were to take my form and they didn't know Sylvan, they wouldn't be able to say that. They wouldn't be able to speak Sylvan.
Yeah, they wouldn't be able to speak. In this case, they wouldn't be able to speak Sylvan.
Because I was thinking, if I can replicate what, because I can speak to animals. So if I could speak what if I can replicate what Fizzy is saying, then, and be right, then you would know it would be me.
Well,
Fizzy can speak common though.
Well, yeah.
Fizzy can speak.
Fizzy,
but can't.
My little cat familiar can talk.
Well, yeah, but I assume if they spoke in cat, then only I'd be able to understand it. So.
The other.
I think it's gonna be. We're gonna need something a bit stronger than that, though. Yeah. We're gonna need we really do need something that only the four of us here, between the four of us, know. And I guess 5 of us as well.
The other important thing is that they can only take the form of humanoid races. They can't take the form of animals and all that.
I think I'm being misunderstood, but
I know
continue.
that's one thing I wanted to make sure that was clear as well. Is that they can't take the form of animals, so you don't have to be paranoid of why is that deer staring at us? It's probably not the changeling staring at you.
So it's just standing there, menacingly.
So we are unfortunately dealing potentially with a changeling who is sheltering here somewhere, and it is only a rumor, but it was a good enough rumor that I was thinking about it. And that seems to have brought us here, and that is entirely my fault. I do want to get us all home. I really did not, I was not intending for this much for some of the events.
It's not your fault. Who would have expected a hand to get to like distract us and like push us through the portal.
Yes. So we are
true.
keeping an eye out for a shapeshifter within 10 towns.
Oh god.
Ew.
Gods. So we have so kind of, I mean, obvious things to look for would be like if it's somebody who was potentially dead and, you know, walking around, but I don't think they'll be that stupid.
They probably won't be that
Is
obvious.
Very good point. We should
But
keep
if
an
we
eye out
can-
on those.
But we
Those
should
are
keep all
dead.
those people, all those bodies that have been piling up. You never know if someone gets missed.
I wanted to ask, Allard,
Mm-hmm.
you have a lantern of tracking, correct?
I do.
What is it set to?
Well, it's currently set to track the like elemental spirits or whatever. I don't really know exactly how to change it.
Okay.
I wonder
Well-
if the researcher could potentially, well, if we
Well-
can trust the researcher.
I would ask the researcher if she could. I wonder if it can track Fae.
Faye?
Well, I mean, I can
Why
ask.
Fae?
I'm gonna
Well,
meet with her
Changelings
tomorrow.
are considered Fae.
Oh.
Changelings are considered Fae by the rules of magic, so if we could
Yes.
track Fae,
If we could track Fae, it would light up if there's Fae nearby,
Hmm.
and we would know that there is potentially the changeling nearby. What is the
Unless they're
What is the
disguised
radius
as another
on that?
kind of Fae.
She said it was about like 20-30 feet.
That's pretty short. Usually they're around 200 to 300 feet.
Well, they said there aren't very many magic users in this town, so it's...
we'll see what we can do. I mean, before we can even change the settings, we have to find her an elemental, and then
Right.
she'll.
That is, I guess that is the first thing on the list. So I from the sounds of it, we have a goal. We find elementals, or are we doing elementals, or are we hunting down a murderer?
I think murder would be more important, because if we find...
But if the murderer is the changeling, though, that is
That's two
certainly-
birds with one stone in that
Mhm.
case.
I mean,
At the very least, I would say.
The problem is, though, the longer we take, the more nights go by, the more people will die.
True.
Mm.
True.
So if
I-
we...
I did say that we can go and meet up with the bounty hunter and see if they have anything, and try to look for an elemental while we're walking around doing
I
stuff.
was about to say yes.
We
I
could
was going to
attempt that.
agree. Asking her for more information, if she does have it, will be for the best.
Yes, I do agree.
We could try that.
So we're gonna head over to the Northlook Tavern then.
Yes,
Might as well.
I would say Northlook Tavern. She did say it was north, right?
I mean, it is North Look, so you would think.
Yes. So I would say it is
No, it's
That
on
way.
the south side.
We have North City to the west, South City
Exactly.
to the east.
I do have a quick clarifying question. Does the lantern detect the entity itself, like the being, or their magic?
In this
The
case,
bean.
as the DM, I will say with the. Ooh, excellent.
Good?
So I will say, in this case, it sounds like my sister and mother will be back here shortly, so I'll be muting up here
Oh, good.
briefly. So from the looks of it, as far as you know, the lantern itself turns green from Allard's explanation. The lantern turns green when it's nearby. It doesn't exactly tell you in which direction you are in. It's just that within the
It's
radius,
in the range.
it's detecting that kind of creature. It is.
Okay,
in
so
that area.
it's
so-
detecting the creature, not
It's
the
detecting
magic.
the creature, not the magic. It's
Okay.
detecting the creature itself.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, it doesn't exactly pinpoint, but we can kind of get like a direction down if like we move in one direction and it starts to go
Or if
back
we
to
start
being
town
normal,
hopping a bit,
then-
it might help us out.
Hmm. So.
Well, we've got a bunch of things to deal with here first.
Yes. I would
Yeah.
say and point out it is now 10:58. Do we?
Yeah, we
wish to
probably should
continue?
wrap up.
If we wish to wrap up, or we wish to continue for another half hour or so.
I'm
it
fine
is
with
up to
wrapping
you.
up, but it's up to you guys because I could go on for like another 2 hours.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I was going to. I
Because
mean,
I
I was
need
going to
to
say I
get
don't
out of
mind.
work.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
I was
got
going to
work.
say I don't mind continuing for like at least like another hour.
But
I
if
have
you,
work.
if you have work, then we can grind down.
Yeah, this is. I mean, we've got a lot done. Like, we've actually made some progress for once. So we've learned
A
some
little
things.
bit, not a lot, but we've learned some things.
Did we make progress, Mike?
Yes, you did. I was going to push you guys to see if we could get started on one or two of these quests, but now you have a choice of plenty of quests to do.
We do.
And it looks like
Yeah.
you have the start of 2 of them ready to go as soon as we start.
The
Next
start
I definitely
of
don't want to
something
definitely
new.
want to forget the blacksmith thing because I feel like that's probably going to be a little more in our
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like that one's
range.
gonna be a little longer.
Just a bit.
It's
But-
not. It's more in our skill range, guys, because we are all level 1. We're all baby level 1s, and it's
All
just
babies.
goblins.
Oh, little babies. Little baby level 1s. Wah, wah.
I mean,
I'm saying that we might want to deal with that first,
Oh.
just because it's just going to be more in our skill range.
Just so I can do it. Because I can do it. I will show you. This is the handout for the little elementals that you were looking for.
aww.
Using stolen plates and cutlery, 3 chinguas play house in the snow.
That's so
Aw,
cute.
Cute.
They're adorable.
Twins.
These things are tiny though.
Are they
Itty
smaller
bitties.
than me?
Yes, they
Oh
are
my
tiny.
gosh.
As far as I'm
They're
aware,
friend-sized.
Chwingas, they will tell me here, they are, from the looks of it, they are a size tiny elemental. So if I had to guess,
Well, I mean, to be fair, there is a pine cone.
yeah,
there.
they're 6
Oh,
inches
yeah.
Pretty
tall.
good, yeah.
They're 6 inches tall.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, they're so little.
They're itty bitty.
That's
So,
small.
we will leave it there. As far as I can tell, we now have 3 quests that we can do.
Yes.
My
yeah,
music
3
is so
quests.
much more intense than it needs to. It's so way more intense than it needs
Yeah,
to be. Hang on.
So, anyways, we now have 3 quests, and we will be going to, as far as I'm aware, heading to Northlook Tavern. And yeah, I'm setting myself a note right now. Hey, future me, you're watching this. That is what they're doing. Great.
I just want to
Awesome.
make sure though, are we all we're all okay to go to Northlook Tavern because the blacksmith is technically closer. We could do that. We could start with that next time.
Remind
Yeah,
me what
it's either
remind
way,
me what the
you
blacksmith
guys are
is.
heading
I'm
that
trying to
direction.
keep up.
If you decide to stop by and talk to them, you can stop by and talk to them and get
I
more
would suggest that we
details.
at least in the next
Yeah,
session
we at least
least
talk
try
to
and
them.
talk to them. Can we make
Yeah.
a note of that to do that?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to
Make a
forget
note of
about that.
Absolutely. I will make a note of it. Making a note of it now, verbal me. Hi there, future me.
Hi,
That's
me.
what
How
I
are
did for
you?
last session. That's what I did this morning. Is that I actually, yesterday, I watched the stream again, so I had an idea of what we did during the session.
I need to highlight my D&D streams just to make it easier for me.
So
Well, yeah.
so there we go. So we're heading towards Northlook Tavern to talk to the bounty hunter. We're going to look for an elemental on the way, and we're also going to talk to the blacksmith. So that's a lot to do, but we've
Mhm.
got it. Oh, and on top of all that, we have to look for a changeling.
Yay!
Yay!
That is
We're going on a trip on
In
a
our favorite
rocket
snowboard.
ship.
yeah. So before I got to throw that on you guys, Mike threw that on me, so that was fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
was
that's fun.
That was great.
Yeah, that was
Oh.
great and
So
fun.
you didn't actually
it
know
was
that?
right.
Wait, what? I need to know this. I have popcorn ready. What happened, girl?
It was during one of our pre-sessions.
Yeah, I figured that.
The DM shenanigans. I
Yeah.
was giving you reasons to be here.
Yeah, so You're welcome. Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Ha ha.
so
Okay,
basically,
so Lady
you
Aria's looking
understand,
for a
like,
murderer.
with how those portals work, though, and how we got here.
There's
Gotcha.
no better motivator than murder.
Yay!
Yeah, so like the way those traveling portals work is you have to focus on where you're going in order to get to the place you want to go. You know?
Gotcha.
It's like if you're in like in a video game, if you step on like a little portal thing, you're choosing your options of the map, you know?
Yeah.
You have to focus on where you want to go and pick and that's, you know, where you go. Lady Aria was focused on was just thinking about her husband and the murder of her husband and this changeling, and that's how they ended up in Icewind Dale.
Gotcha.
Because she was like, she was focused on Icewind Dale, and probably everybody else was just focused on get the heck out of here.
Yeah.
So, you know, and that might have been like, that was like the first place on her, you know, on her mind, and so the portal just, that was the one place that was the only like really location that the portal got, you know.
Fair enough.
Because everybody else was like, oh my gosh, get away from the Trask.
Oh my gosh, we're about to die.
Yeah. And only Lady Aria had even like had even some sort of thought of a place in mind in the middle of that. So
Fair enough.
yeah, so that is sorry about that.
How dare you? Why have you done
It's
this?
your fault.
Yeah.
Hate
So,
you.
it is 5 minutes
I was
past.
expecting to be the reason we were in Icewind Dale, but I but I also wasn't. But Mike did throw the changeling on me.
Yes, I did.
So I got to just throw that on all you guys.
Oh, lovely.
Excellent.
Thank you, Mike.
No problem. So, recap. Going to the Northwood Tavern, gonna stop by the blacksmith. Yay!
Yay!
Excellent. Anyways, everyone knows what they're gonna be doing.
Probably.
I will say good night. Thank you
Night.
for playing with all of us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thanks everyone for watching.
Yeah.
Hope you guys
D&D.
enjoyed. Little bit of
We
magic
actually got
and
started
mayhem.
sooner than possible. Woohoo!
Yay!
Woo! we didn't start on time yet, but we'll get there.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
eventually get there. I'm pretty sure next session we will, because we were only 5 minutes late this time.
Yay!
Maybe by in the next couple of sessions, the almighty DM will actually have a little PNG tuber of his own.
I'm
Yes,
hoping. I will eventually. I'm just gonna probably throw up a mox onto there.
Yeah,
At
that's
this
what I was
point.
thinking.
No, that'll work. That's what I figured.
But I have no idea how to get that set up on the computer at all. So
I
Oh,
mean,
no.
we just
We can
use
help you with that.
reactive, so
Well, yeah,
don't
that's
worry
fine.
about that. It's really easy.
Yeah.
I'll see if reactive works on this computer. If the reactive
Or
works
you
on this
just send it
computer,
to
I'll
us
do
because
it.
we're the ones using reactive to stream.
Yeah. Or just send it to you. Yeah, I'll just send it to you guys.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
you will have, and hopefully, with the discussion with my sister, we will have a colored version for that.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh!
I'm excited.
Anyways,
All right.
excellent.
You guys go get
So-
sleep. I know me and Luke are probably gonna keep going.
All right.
So-
Yeah. I'll send my people over to you guys then.
Yay!
Excellent.
Okay.
You all have a lovely night. I
Have a
will
good night,
talk
everyone.
with you all again.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Cue the outro.
Da 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 da. Boop.